Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your March 2020 horoscope for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Starting off here, we have the Hangman. And so it is a moment of surrender. It is a moment of letting go. There is this call for major shifting. And we do have the Tower card here where it's time to reconstruct things. It's time to reevaluate, to take a different look, a different perspective here. There's a lot here going on with the mind, overthinking, overanalyzing. Time to really go in and take a different perspective, a different look at things. Queen of Swords is here in reverse. Once again, make sure that you are nurturing your thoughts. Make sure that these thoughts are positive, that they are beneficial to you. There's a lot here about overthinking and worrying and overanalyzing, looking too closely at the details. And so there is a call to move into feeling. There's a call to lead and initiate with feeling, to move forward by taking a look at the bigger picture, taking a look at it from a different perspective, really utilizing your intuition. Because this is leading to a judgment call within yourself. This is leading to you stepping up into what is truth, into what is destiny, into where this is leading you in your life. And so, again, we want to change the perspective. We want to change the way that we're looking at things and start looking from a much grander perspective, a much bigger perspective on destiny, on your direction in life. Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. So once again, this is preventing you from stepping into this new path. Remember that we have the Tower card here, where this is time for you to rebuild. This is time for you to start fresh. And really focusing in on these flowers here, big message here about really blossoming and growing into your best version. And so starting fresh into these new values, into this new way of being. Again, with the Eight of Swords, thinking is your detriment. Many of you looking too closely at the details, overanalyzing, getting stuck in this cycle of thinking, really looking at the small details, not seeing the bigger picture, not clearly seeing the whole story. So we're looking very, very closely in at the details. So a lot here that needs to change as far as your perspective, your outlook. Speaking of change, we do have the Five of Swords, where allow yourself to be open to learning. Allow yourself to be open to seeing from a different perspective. And so a lot of clarity here that is needed. A lot of shifting and changing in your focus, in your perspective, in the way that you are seeing things. Let's take a look at the Zodiac Oracle deck. Starting off here, we do have Pisces, where, again, going back to that Hangman, this is a time of releasing, of letting go. With Pisces, we have this Neptune-Jupiterian vision of seeing from a much larger perspective, not getting lost in the details, but seeing the purpose, the meaning, the grand reasoning. Right, so seeing from this much more spiritual, much bigger perspective on life, allowing yourself to dream, to look farther, to see the bigger, brighter picture. Now we do have Virgo in reverse, as well as Scorpio in reverse, and Saturn in reverse. So again, a lot here about overanalyzing, about trying to investigate, trying to look really, really closely at the details and getting stuck in this cycle of honing in and focusing in on this smaller information, the smaller details. So we really need to change our perspective. We really need to look from a perspective that isn't limiting, that doesn't just focus in on these small, tiny little details. Time to see from a much larger perspective. And your very sign here of Cancer is in reverse, where this is a time to not get caught into the feelings, to not get dragged into the tide of your emotions. Really not nurturing these small details and these heavy emotions, not getting pulled into the impulse and into looking too closely in. Really coming out of this Cancerian shell and looking farther, looking wider, looking out at the bigger picture. And we do have Jupiter here, where this is all about the bigger picture. This is the planet of abundance, right? This big Jupiterian outlook is calling for you to look from a point of view of destiny, to look from a point of view of purpose, of the mission, of the path ahead. And so really changing your focus and your perspective to see the whole story. And we do have the Three of Spades, very similar to this Jupiterian energy of opening yourself up to seeing from a new perspective, opening up yourself to learning and gaining the knowledge, gaining the information, the clarity through this open mindset. The Nine of Clubs is here, and the Nine dealing with these wishes and dreams fulfilled, dealing with coming to this point of completion. And Clubs here, this fire energy of this enthusiasm, this inspiration, this passion. And so this is all in you creating this abundance for yourself, creating these dreams come true for yourself. Remember, we have that Tower card where this is you building off of those broken pieces. So rebuilding, creating your own success, creating your own abundance here. And keep in mind that we did start with this Grand Trine because this is your time to create this Grand Trine miracle for yourself. That we did start this lunar cycle off with a new moon in Pisces with that magical Grand Trine, and we are coming to the point of completion here with a Virgo full moon on the 9th. So we are moving into this space of this big miracle, this big opportunity. This is your time to create this for yourself. So 9 being a big number here. Again, this full moon coming up on the 9th. And this card very related to that Grand Trine moment that we started with. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the synchronicities. 2 of Spades here. It's time to separate and to remove these negative thoughts and these old perspectives, these old ways of seeing, Remember that this is your moment to see from a much larger, bigger perspective and to create these opportunities for yourself. So that was your March 2020 horoscope for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Thanks so much for joining. If you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video.